things I like to talk to people about in taking this journey in the first step that you want to consider. When we look at startups, there's some core things you want to approach in terms of how am I doing what I want to do, and how do I plan to be successful at it? You have to start with success in mind. So the first thing I like to share with people is that in launching your startup, the first thing you want to be able to do in building a business is being able to evaluate in a very systematic way the opportunity that you're looking to create. In business, you're looking to create an opportunity where you're bringing value. And in your role as the visionary, the entrepreneur, the founder, the business startup leader, the question becomes is the opportunity that you identify valid and valuable? And one of the ways you determine that is what problem you are solving. Is what I like to call problem definition. In problem definition, what you have to be able to do is think about it from the standpoint of what I like to call a need or a challenge. If you're fulfilling a need and there's a market opportunity for that need, you got to be able to validate it in the terms of what it is that you're bringing to the table. Or if there's a challenge, there's a pain you're satisfying, that's going to be your solution or your service is going to address that pain point. That's going to make people want to be able to engage with you. So then it goes into who are these people? So who are you selling it to? And why would they choose you over anybody else? And that gets into you understanding need versus want, and then figuring out what are their primary motivations. Because if you begin to go through a process like this, it's going to help you then understand what it is that you're able to launch and build successfully. Domain expertise. What I mean by that is that for you to be successful in launching any type of venture, you have to be able to realize what value you, the visionary, are bringing to the table. It doesn't matter what type of venture it is, or the opportunity or kind of product you're trying to create, but there has to be some experience that you're bringing to the table, whether it's you from the jobs that you've done, the education you receive, or the hobbies you built around. And the other thing that you want to be able to do, when I say in here, you can buy skills, and we'll talk about that later, in building your business successfully, you're going to need support. Those are things you can acquire through vendors, advisors, consultants, and employees. But you have to be the one who says that my understanding of this is what I'm looking to address, that I'm going to solve, that I'm going to bring value to, and that the market is going to be able to appreciate, and that is engage me and pay me for these products and services. And what that it begins to look like is you defining success for yourself. Start with the end in mind. I've been in a unique situation where I've had to work with companies or been brought into companies where they grew too fast, didn't understand the value that they were bringing, but the value they brought was well received. And the fact that they were all over the place with the success they were having, they found themselves in financial situations or in business situations unable to meet the need. And if you have a partner or somebody you're collaborating with, a co-founder, are you both defining success the same? One experience I can share with you about a client of mine some years ago was a trucking company. And I actually met them through the business that I had built, which was a logistics and delivery company, and they were one of my major vendors. Two friends that weren't ready to the success that they had. They started their business with one truck. When I contracted with them, they had 10 trucks. 3 years into our business relationship, they had over 30 trucks. Two friends from high school started with one truck, now had 30 trucks. Excuse me for a minute. Now I had 30 trucks, and the challenge they were now having is that one was very comfortable with just being a truck driver. The other one saw the need to be able to grow and become a business leader. In their inability to reconcile their differences, they went out of business. That's what I mean. And being in collaboration with someone, you always have to make sure that your visions are aligned. And that's really what's important in any organization as you begin to build and scale. Because as you bring on, whether it's not even a partner or a co-founder, your leadership team, your employees, vision alignment is very critical to business sustainability.